In this video, I head over to the fish shop in hope of getting a mirror carp. Spoiler alert, I didn't get a mirror carp and I ended up getting 4 new fish instead. So stick along to the end of this video to see these fish get fed and see the new fish go in. You don't want to miss it. So let's get right into it. And so I made my way on down to the fish shop and I was looking up and down the aisles for the mirror carp and I couldn't see one at all. So I discovered 4 other fish that I liked instead and ended up getting a lot more than just 1 fish. So let's get down to the shop now and I'll see you there. So I'm just in the fish shop at the moment looking down all these big aisles of pond fish. Now I'm thinking of getting some gudgeon, a crucian carp, maybe a mirror carp or a butterfly koi today. So I'll have a look and see if I can find these fish. So just down here I've found a chagui koi, which is on one of my list of koi to get. I'll show you them right now. They're all in here. They're not the best looking fish, but they're meant to be really friendly. And actually I say that, there's a really nice silver one in there. So I'll definitely get one of them chaguis and then I'm going to get 2 gudgeon here. They're in this pond, you cannot see them. I can barely see them in real life, so I can't imagine you'll see them on camera. And then way on down here, there's a pond with butterfly koi, and where are they now? Just here. They're beautiful orange butterfly koi. And I'm going to grab myself one of them. So now that I've found the fish that I want, I'm going to go get them bagged up and get them back to the pond, put them in the pond, and then, yeah, so I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so I'm just approaching the pond now with my bag of fish, and here it is. The pond's looking stunning, better than ever. Every time I come up here, it grows and it looks amazing. And the water is crystal clear right now. Look at them. There's a few of my fish there, the more confident ones. They're mostly just the koi, but they're all getting very confident now. As you can see, they're all coming up to me because they think I'm going to feed them. It's wicked to see. And I don't know if you can tell how clear the water is, but it's very clear. Anyway, I'm going to open this bag up and show you what fish I got real quick, and then I'll acclimate them for about half an hour to an hour maybe, whilst I go and have my dinner. And then I'll come back up and release these bad boys. So these are the fish that I've chose out. I got 1 orange butterfly koi. I got a chagui, a silver chagui, which is a stunning fish to be honest. It's really nice. And then I got 2 gudgeon. There's one there and one there. They're both up the corner. And I got the gudgeon to help out the other 2 gudgeon in the pond, and they'll just clean it out a little. Anyway, let me lift the net up and I'll acclimate these now. There we go. They're dangling there for about an hour. Let me just pinch onto this so it can stay up this corner. There we go, that's going nowhere now. I just don't want it to drift across the pond because then it'll be a pain to get. Look at that now though, all of my fish have gone and inspected them. There's the massive one, there's the Ogun, there's Roderick, and there's all the little ones following along. They're all a bit intrigued. Definitely stick along till the end of the video though, because I'm going to be doing a feeding on the pond. It's a lot better than the last time I fed the pond. Every single one of the fish come up now, and it's just incredible. I've lost track of how many fish I've actually got in here. I'd say I've got about 25 now, maybe a bit more. Mostly just Japanese koi, and it's wicked, the ponders. Anyway, I'm going to go back down to the house, leave these acclimating for about an hour or so, and then I'll come back up and release them. Okay, so it's been about an hour, maybe 2, I don't know. But I'm going to put these fish in the pond. So I'll just get the bag out of the pond right now. And here is the fish. I'll just get one more closer view of them in the bag for you guys. The butterfly one's definitely the most prettiest one in the bag. The 2 gudgeon I've just got to clean out the bottom because I don't really want the pond looking murky over the winter. And then the chagui, one of you guys actually recommended that I get one of them because they're very friendly apparently, so I hope you're not lying. But yeah, let's pop this bag open now. Right then, let's pop a hole in this bag. I don't want the water to leak everywhere, so that sounds a bit stupid. I've got to make the water leak, so I'll just do that just without getting the fish out of the bag. So that is enough water release so I can actually grab these fish now. I'll get the butterfly in first, because that's very beautiful, this fish is. So I'll get the butterfly in first. This is the most beautiful one. Let's get a little close-up shot of it before it goes in. And then we'll just watch it zoom away. Off she goes. Wow, look at the fins. It's beautiful. And now we'll go with the chagui next, the chagui koi. I want you guys to name him because I think you can probably get a good name for him. But I'll try and get a close-up of him without him flapping away. He's very silver. He looks a bit dull on camera, but he's got a really nice shine in real life. So we'll get this bad boy in now. Hopefully he'll school up with the other fish and be friendly. Off he goes. And now, last but not least, we've got the 2 gudgeon here. I'll put these in together. Let's get a little close-up of these like the other 2. As you can see, they're just your standard gudgeon, but they're very pretty fish, I think. They've got a nice shine to their body. Could very well have gone to the canal and caught these 2, but might as well buy them. Saves the disease and quarantining time. So let's get these in the pond now. Off of them pair go. They're very calm fish, them gudgeon were, to be fair, but you're never going to see them pair again, so that was that. Now here's the chagui that we've just put in. He's up the corner by the rock here. You can just see the outline of him. Obviously the 4 fish I got today are very tiny, but they'll grow with time, like the others in the pond have. 2 gudgeon are up the back corner as well, hence why Roderick, the big carp, is up there, attacking a leaf actually. He was just following them around. Seems like the chagui settled him pretty well, as he's swimming around with the school of fish already. The fish that I got today are going to be a little bit harder to see though, as their size, they're very small. The 2 gudgeon are I'll probably never see again. Last I knew, they're up that back corner, but they're not there anymore, so they've probably gone down into the depths of the pond, and maybe they've met up with the other 2 gudgeon I've got in this pond, and I still haven't seen them since I got them. Saying that, I actually have. I've seen them on the surface once or twice, but that was about it. So once these fish that I got today have settled in, give it about 30 to 40 minutes, I'll give the pond a feeding, and there should come up then the butterfly koi and the chagui anyway. The green tench is on the surface right now with a couple of the koi. He comes up every once in a while, so does the golden tench. They're very hard to see because of their size. The golden tench is very small, and the green tench is big, but he's very dark. But he does come up every once in a while. Anyway, whilst I'm up here at the pond, I've got a few more rocks to put around the pond, just as a bit of landscape. In fact, I don't even know what I'm going to use them at. At a later date, when I eventually get around to doing the waterfall on the pond, I'll probably use them for around that. But if you look over there, there's a big trailer. I've had a shipment of rocks in for the pond. No, I'm joking. I haven't bought them for the pond. We're having some renovations done down at the house, and these rocks are loose, so I can use them on the pond if I want. I've chucked a couple over already, and as you can see, they're quite nice old rocks. So I think for now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use them as landscape around the actual landscape and not in the pond, and then eventually in the future I'll use them as the borderline of the waterfall that will come down there. So let's start chucking these rocks over. Just before I go and get those rocks, I've seen the butterfly koi that I've just put in. He's around the back over here. If you look down there, actually it's hard to see. You might see a little orange outline just around about there. He's very tiny, but that's the butterfly koi that I've just put in. So he's settling down all right, so he's ready for the feeding a bit later on. Anyway, let's get back to hauling a few of these rocks in. I'm just gonna hop in the back of the trailer here, bring you guys along with me, and I'm just gonna walk on top and look at which ones will be nice. See, I think that one will be all right, and I think there's a few under there that are buried, which I'll have to dig out, but I'll use them as well. So I'm over here, and there's the pond there. It looks all right from over here. I think I'm gonna take down the fence around the pond as well, the big green fence, because it's not doing the best job of keeping the dogs out at all. So I'm going to take it down until I actually build the wooden fence around it. Just for the looks, it'll look a lot neater and tidier without the fence around it. That little plastic one anyway. I'm just chucking a couple of rocks down at the moment. I don't know if you can see me very well, but I've got 2 at the moment, and I'm just trying to find some more. I've got a few. I'm coming down now. So I've got a decent selection of rocks here with me now. I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 12 rocks up here with me. I can always get some more if need be. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of make a little feature there with them. I don't know how good it's going to look or anything, but I'll put some there and see what happens. Real quick again, I've been distracted. The butterfly koi's come back up to the top, and this time he's really close. There he is, the little beautiful thing. He is very tiny. He's literally that big. I think his fins make him look a bit bigger, but his body is very small. It's about 1 inch or 2. But give him about 6 months and he'll settle in great, and he'll be the same size as these others before you know it. So over here now, I've got a nice little pile of rocks. I will reorganise them, but I've got a couple there, and I'll spread a few out over there maybe. But I've just come up here, and I completely forgot. When I bought these plants a couple of months back, when I did the video of putting the rockery around, I bought a bunch of plants. And I've still got 2 plants in the pots there that I completely forgot about. So I'm going to go get the shovel really quick and dig them in the ground whilst I'm at it. Here we are then, I've got the shovel with me. Going to head over to that corner and dig in these 2 plants really quick. Here goes the first one. It's out the pot, and you know what? That's a perfect depth. I'm just going to put the other one right next to it as well. There we go, they're both in. They're both dead at the moment, when really they're not dead. It's just the time of year. It's autumn right now, and they're spring and summer plants they are. Let's have a look at the name of them real quick. Whatever that says right there, Catanche carulalia. So that's the plant name for you. Anyway, let's fill this back in with soil and get back to moving these rocks, and then I'll do a feeding on the pond. And there we go, just like that, the plants are finally planted after about 2 months of owning them. As I said, they don't look good at the moment. They in fact do look dead, but they'll grow back lovely next spring. And the reason I buried them so close together, because I want them to become a big bush of a plant and not just 2 singular ones. So now that that's done, I've got 6 more rocks to move on the floor here. As I say, I can always get a few more out the trailer, but this will do me for now. And would you look at this, they're all finally moved. I've got a little pile going on there and a little pile going on here. No, obviously they don't look the best. In fact, last night I came up and the leftover white rocks I had from doing the barriers and the walls there, I put a little pile there, and that actually looks all right. But if you come over here, you can just see that one there, and you can, if you come round here, you can sort of see the other one there. They're just little features at the moment, but obviously next year I'll move them around again when I build the waterfall. That's just temporary, but it looks good. Anyway, the moment I've been waiting for, and the moment I'm sure a lot of you have been waiting for, I'm going to feed the pond now. So let's open the tin of cushions and fish food, and I'll get the big bag here. I also went down to the shed just, and I found this little tub of flakes that I bought months and months ago now, so I might chuck that in for the smaller fish. Anyway, let's give it a little shake because the fish, they know what's going to happen. Look at them all racing towards. Let's give myself a little handful here. I'm not going to put an awful lot in because I did feed them last night, I'll be honest. But I want to feed them again to show you guys how active these things are now. Look at them waiting for me. You ready? Chuck it right on top of them and they'll all come up right away. Wow. And just like that, the food's gone right away. I can't see any of the new ones. In fact, that's the one I got last video. The duller one, and then there's the other one I got last video. You guys haven't seen them yet because they didn't come out at all last video when I actually got them, but they're out and about now and they look really cool and they blend right in. No signs of the new ones coming up yet, but they've ate all of that food in a matter of 10 seconds, so I'm going to put another 2 handfuls in because it won't hurt. And it's just cool seeing them on top. So there we go, another little handful. And I'll chuck that in the middle for them, let them eat that. Up comes Roderick here. He's probably going to be the first one to attack. He usually is. Actually no, the goldfish and the platinum did first. Here comes the Hogan, Hulk Hogan. Up he comes. I haven't said that yet, but I've called him Hulk Hogan thanks to one of you guys' suggestions. A few sticklebacks have just been attacking that one piece of food there. I haven't seen the sticklebacks in a good month. I think they're staying at the bottom because it's a lot colder now than the summer, and the sticklebacks love the warmth. There's another stickleback eating now. I want to try and catch them for you because they come up in really big schools. That one's solo there, but usually they come up about 50 of them at once. If I come up the top right now and have a look, you can't see many. You can see Roderick and one of the really pretty ones. That's probably one of my favourite fish. I want to try and lure that one up again and show you guys him. He's right by Roderick at the moment. You can just about see him there. I'll zoom in on him in case he comes up. It's not that one, although them two are the biggest ones in the pond right now. They're lovely fish, them pair are. Then that one right there, you can just about see him in the midst of the water. He's got some stunning colours to him. He's got red spots, black spots. His body's actually white itself, but he's got some really cool spots on him. I showed him in the last video if you want to go and watch that. But anyway, picture this, where I'm stood right here, right now. Next year, or maybe this year, I don't know yet, but there'll be a waterfall coming down right there, which will look amazing. I've got to feed the sturgeon as well as the koi as well. I haven't fed the sturgeon in 2 weeks because I do throw in pretty big handfuls when I do feed him. So I'll grab his pot of food right now. It's just his special sturgeon food, and I'll grab a pinchful of them. They're really fine, small pellets, but I'll chuck all that into the middle and he'll munch on them for the next week. The other fish, such as the koi and the carp and whatever I've got in here, don't actually seem to be enjoying this sturgeon food, but the sturgeon eats it. I know he does, I've seen him eat it, so I do put it in for him. And while I'm up here, I said I would earlier, I'm going to put a pinch of this in. Hopefully, because this is flakes and really small fish, it's meant for fishing tanks, to be honest with you, but I'll put a bit of this in and try and lure up chagoi or the butterfly koi. That's what it looks like. I know for a fact the sturgeon, the sturgeon might eat it, but the sticklebacks will be up eating this because it's really fine. So I'll just do 2 pinchfuls of that stuff and that'll get ate pretty soon. When I was down in the shed just as well, I found this little packet of bits and bobs for my filter in the pond right now, which if you guys have been watching these pond videos, you'll know that the filter that is right there right now running used to be a big fountain, but the fountain got knocked off and into the water by the dog, I think. And I don't fancy getting into the middle because it's about 1.5 meters deep and it's freezing cold, and I don't really want to get in. So not this video, but I've got these parts. I'm going to take the filter out and repair it, and sort of hopefully these things here will make it a fountain again. But if not, I'm going to have to wait until next summer and I'll get in the pond and I'll dig out the bit that fell off. So for now, I'll put these in the tub here. Now that I've fed the fish have all gone down. Apart from the little tancho there. Let me try and get a picture of the tancho. See him dart away there. He's grown quite a bit since we got him. He's not grown much in length, but he's put some timber on. But it's lovely just sitting in this seat here watching the pond. I can sit up here for ages and just watch him. It's really nice. There's Roderick right now. He's come right up to the edge. Hang on, I'll see if I can get him to suck on my finger because he does that sometimes. Come here, mate. He's swanned off. He's ignoring me now. It is rare he does come up to my finger, but sometimes he does, and it's pretty cool. Anyway, there's the really pretty one I was on about. He keeps coming up and going down. He's camera shy, I'm telling you. I'm a little bit excited for the pond as well because during the week I ordered 2 Japanese koi off of a website for the pond. They have arrived and they're really stunning, the pair of them. They're in quarantine at the moment, which is why you haven't seen that video yet. So in the next week or 2, look forward to a video of me ordering some fish for the pond. I'll tell you now, they're 2 very nice koi, so look out for that one. I'm going to get some footage of the fish on my phone right now because I figured the camera on this is a lot better to pick up footage of the fish, so I'll switch to this. Here we go then. Not many are on the surface at the moment. I hope the audio's alright on my phone as well. It's definitely a bit weird filming on it for sure, but I'm going to feed the fish again because I want to get some good footage of them. Here we go then. I'll chuck that into the middle and wait for these fish to come back up. 2 big uns at the back are on the way. Here they go. They're all up now. Wow. There's the beautiful one I keep going on about. There's Roderick, there's the platinum, there's one of the goldfish. Yeah, this camera's definitely a lot better for filming the fish with. There's another goldfish right there. They keep attacking this food. They're very hungry fish, you know. Many more have come up. That's the one I got last video, the white one. And there is the other one I got last video, the very darker one. Two beautiful fish. I'm glad I got footage of them for you now. But that's all I've got for you on the phone. Switch back to the camera. Okay, so I've not got long left for this video now. There's nothing really to do anymore. I've fed the fish. I've done a bit of landscape around the pond. I've gone and got the fish. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I need to update you on. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There is another thing. There's a little list of fish that I've got on my phone in my notes of fish that I want to buy for the pond. I'm not going to get many more fish now because I've got quite a lot and I don't want to overstock it. At the moment it's not overstocked, but if I get a certain amount more then it will be. Today I ticked off the chagui off the list and the two gudgeon and then the butterfly koi because I've always wanted a butterfly koi and never got one. Obviously it's really small though, so maybe I'll add a bigger butterfly koi to the list of fish I want to get. Obviously I want to get a mirror carp and maybe a common carp. I want to get one or two more koi, just Japanese koi, maybe two bigger ones. Well actually yeah, two bigger Japanese koi to make the pond pop a little bit more. And then I want to get 3 golden rudd or just rudd, either ones will do. And then that pretty much covers everything I want to get for this pond. So I'd say I want to get about 6 or 7 more fish maybe, not too many more. And then I will have the perfect amount of fish for this pond. If there's any suggestions for fish that you guys might want to see go in this pond, let me know in the comments and I'll definitely look into it. But if you don't comment soon enough then I won't get them. Because once I've got my desired amount of fish in the pond, I don't want to get much more. Because as I said, it'll be overstocked. And then it'll be a pain in the arse to actually maintain and the pH levels will go up and down constantly. So I don't want to overstock it. But yeah, no, this is pretty much all I've got for you in this video. Been a cool one. I've got 4 new fish for the pond. Honestly, I went to the shop in hope of getting a mirror carp, but they didn't have any in stock, so I ended up getting the two gudgeon, the butterfly koi and the chagui instead. But then again, they were fish that I did originally want. So there's some lovely new additions to the pond. I did a little bit more landscaping around the pond. Unexpected, but I did it. And then I fed the fish, which was pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for you today. Thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notifications so you never miss another video in the future. If you want to keep up to date with what I'm doing into my day-to-day life or whatever, make sure to go and follow my Instagram page. It's wilf_fishing. I've never mentioned that one before, I don't think, as I only made the account recently. But yeah, go and follow that. I'll leave a link for that in the description of the video and it's in my channel description as well. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, the link for that is in the description as well. That'll help fund these videos and it'll help me make more of these videos because they're not cheap, these ones aren't. It's worth doing them because I enjoy it and I'm sure you guys enjoy watching too. But that's about it for now, guys. So thank you very much for watching again. Check out some videos on screen here, but I'll see you all in the next one for now. Peace.